With its high special attack stat and very good bulk, Iron Crown is one of the most underrated sweepers right now. And if we pair it with Indeedee, we can have access to the extremely strong Expanding Force and Follow Me Redirection. So our first match of the day, we have Tyranitar Excadrill, Brute Bonnet, which is unusual to see, and then Hisuian Zoroark, Maushold, and Bronzong. Okay, so this is quite an interesting team. Choice Scarf Trick Bronzong is certainly a Pokemon. I think we should just be careful of Tyranitar Excadrill looks scary. Maushold can be too. Basically, these these four here, I think are scary. These two, not too much of an issue. So if we look into what they have, right, it's notable that I don't think we'll be able to use. I'm about to use Regidrago, but first we'll need to remove a few key threats. So I don't hate just like Urshifu Torn here. They get threatened quite a lot of their team with just rain down Surging Strikes, and then we go Regidrago in the back with Ogerpon. I think is okay. Let's say this is okay. So they do leave these two, which is fine. What I'm gonna do is just Surging Strikes into Rain Dance. They are Terra Flying, so you have to be aware of that. We could go for Terra Water then, just to cover for that, and then just Rain Dance. I don't hate that. I think that's okay. They protect. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take my kill. They go for Knockoff, which is okay. And they should bring in Brute Bonnet here, which is cool because we just have a free Surging Strikes into Bleakwind Storm into that slot, I think. They go into Bronzong, which is also very much fine for me. I'm going to Surging Strikes and then just Bleakwind Storm here. Bronzong can't touch me, so I'm okay with leaving it on the field. Yeah, wait, what did they do? Oh, that was Zoroark. Okay, that makes sense. That was Zoroark. That's why that fainted so quickly. I was like, wait. Yeah, there is the Bronzong. Okay, so we just do this, and then we do it again. We should just win the game here. Okay, cool. That was a pretty quick game one. I think they're probably going to adapt with Brute Bonnet here, which would make sense. So we can go maybe Ogerpon, Urshifu. Ogerpon, let's try Ogerpon, Urshifu, Tornadus, and then Regidrago in the back. So they just leave the same, which is okay. A little bit surprising to me considering it lost them the game basically. But maybe they have Brute Bonnet in the back, which would make a lot of sense here. Okay, so I'm just gonna Spiky Shield and then Surging Strikes the Excadrill here. They could switch. Okay, well if I just double T-Tar with Ivy Cudgel plus Surging Strikes. Just Ivy Cudgel, Terra Wall, Surging Strikes. I think that's actually a fine play. Oh, they protected? That works. I don't know why they're protecting. Again, it doesn't work, but we take those. Okay, so let's think about this. So Excadrill can't really touch Tornadus. If I can Spiky Shield and then switch Urshifu into Torn, I think we're in an okay spot too. They have Bronzong. Or this could also be the other Pokemon, right? Could be Zoroark. So I'm just going to double it with Ivy Cudgel plus Surging Strikes. It is Bronzong. So Ivy Cudgel will do a lot of damage now. We'll take it out. And then this tells me that it's probably Brute Bonnet in the back. If I were to guess who. Which is fine. Because I think it is Zoroark. Okay, interesting. So what I'm going to do then is just... if I get Rain Dance plus Surging Strikes next to each other, I kind of just win the game, I think. So the way we do that is by... I can technically just sack... If I Spike Shield, sack Regidrago, protect... Okay, cool. So it's a little bit complex, but this is how I'm going to do it. So we're going to do this. They'll Earthquake their own target, apparently, which honestly works for me too. They self-tricked and get themselves a Focus Sash. Doesn't work. My opponent is making some very, very spicy plays. Okay, well, we just died to Earthquake, and then we just go U, and then we just Rain Dance into Surging Strikes. Okay, cool. That was a game. That was a game for the century. I mean, yeah, Terra Ground's just not enough, though. We do way too much damage, and we take the kill. Alright, let's go into game 2. Okay, so now this is more of an interesting team. This looks like Bolt Balance with a few other pieces. Notably, Urshifu is quite scary. I think Iron Crown plus Indeedee is good here. We'll have to watch out for Roy Moon. Roy Moon makes this a little bit tricky. Not impossible, but does make it a little bit more awkward. So what they're probably just gonna go like Flutter. I can see like Flutter, Roy Moon, something like that. If I just go for Tornish through here, and then I'm crying DD in the back. Let's try this. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, how to play this, but we'll figure it out. I think Tornadus is strong here. I also think Ushra is strong. I think all our Pokemon are strong here, right? I think they're all good. It's just like they're all good in individual like pieces on their own. So we're gonna have to kind of balance around what they have here. Lately these two, which is perfectly okay with me. We have to play the game of do they switch to Ogerpon here, which I can see happening, to be fair. I think that's a very reasonable switch to make. But they might not, though, is the thing, right? Like, if I just, like, Rain Dance and... like, Rain Dance, Terra Water, Charging Strikes the Roy Moon here. I don't hate that. Okay, this kind of works. Okay, that worked. That worked. That was fine. A little bit messy, but it worked. Like, them not having Tailwind's good, so I'm okay with this trade. They could go Raging Bolt here, which would be kind of annoying. But I'm hoping that... okay, they go U, which is fine. I'm going to Tailwind. And then switch straight to Iron Crown here. Because they kind of have to follow me here. If they don't follow me, that's a good read. But I'm pretty sure they should just follow me. Also, if they do decide to attack, basically their only other play is to Horn Leech, which, you know, we're not going to take too much from that, so that's okay. Also, locked in Specs D-Gleam is good because, you can't threaten Iron Crown with a Shadow Ball. So we've got Iron Crown here. Should just be a follow me. No follow me. Good play on their end. But they do evoke Horn Leech. Yeah, exactly. So that was, like, me weighing my options. It's either going to be that or a Horn Leech, and, like, either one is fine. Okay. So now what I do is just go in DD, and we just click, follow me. I can just Helping Hand Expanded Force, right? This should kill. Helping Hand Expanded Force? Let's see. It should get the kill, right? Okay, they protect Ogerpon, that's fine. Yep, takes the kill. Now, let's see. If they have Instant in the back, this could be tricky. It's Raging Bolt. Okay, that's good for us. So, what I'm going to do here is just Helping Hand Expanding Force again. And just basically take... or one kill here, at least. And then, because we sub Psychic Terrain, if they choose to take a kill here, my Urshifu will win, basically. And if they don't, then they lose to Expanding Force too. Because CC will outspeed and they can't Thunderclap because we have Psychic Terrain. Also follow me still, so cool. Right, we take game one. I think that this is... I'm trying to think what their adaptation is. Maybe leading Ogerpon. I can just see leading Ogerpon. I wouldn't hate that, to be honest. I like Iron Crown and DD as a lead, to be honest. And then Urshifu on the back. I think we just switch them around and see what happens here. They could definitely go for, like, the same lead and just, like, go more on a read thing. Okay, they do go the same lead, but that's not the worst. I have Tachyon Cutter, right? And I have Follow Me, which are both very, very strong moves here. I can Terra Fairy Follow Me too if I want. I can also Trick Room. I think I just Follow Me here, to be honest. They go Moonblast, that's okay. And Knock Off, sure. So we do a lot of damage to that. Who was faster, by the way? Okay, Roman was faster than Crown, which is fair. That's very fair. I'm going to go Torn then. I'm going to go Torn, and then I'm just going to Tachyon Cutter the Roy Moon, and then click Tailwind, I think. Yep, so we take out you, and then we go down Sash. But that's okay. So the trade I wanted to make here was that we can beat Fluttermane with just Tachyon Cutter later, right? So I just need to remove Roy Moon. They bring out Ogerpon, which is fine. I have Expanding Force, plus Bleakwind Storm here. I think that's relatively free. I have to, I could also protect a Bleakwind. I think protect Bleakwind's better, just because it scouts for Terra. So let's do this. It misses Fluttermane, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's not the worst. So they do that. Now we go Urshifu here, and then all we do is just Expanding Force, and then Terra Water Close Combat. And I think... we also Terra Water Surging Strikes. I think Terra Water Surging Strikes is better because I don't want the defense drop, so Moonblast will kill me, right? And this should be in range of Terra Water Surging Strikes, we'll say Expanding Force. 1, 2, 3. That should be in range. Yeah, nice. I don't think the crit mad. I genuinely don't think the crit mad. They go, yep. So now, if we took CC, we'd have fainted to that, but because we didn't, we're fine. And this should be Raging Bolt last. So Expanding Force plus Surging Strikes should win the game. Expanding Force, Surging Strikes. And if it doesn't win the game this turn, it will win the game next turn, basically. So, yep, so 1, 2, 3. And then Expanding Force should leave it with about here to the A. Yep. And then they also Thunderbolt, which is a smart play on their end. I agree with that. But now this means that you have to pick one to target. You can't pick both. And yeah, although I think they should actually always target Urshifu there, to be honest. Because you have to get rid of it, so you can maybe win a 1v1 with like Snarl plus into Thunderclap if you leave the Expanding Force. But yeah, so that's game 2. I think it's a very clean win. I'm just showing how strong Iron Crown is. Okay, so we actually face a mirror match. This will be interesting. So, in the mirror, it is very, very, very much whoever leads right first. I think if I get speed control, I think I can reverse sweep this team with my offense, right? So, the way we do that is, it might just be a Regidrago Taunt, honestly. Regidrago Taunt, Iron Crown, Urshifu? Because they're probably going to give me the terrain for myself. Like, they probably just bring in Needy themselves. Which will give me the Expanding Force terrain. This is... I don't know how to play this mirror. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very much down to spread differences. Yeah, they got Iron Crown and DD as expected. I can... So, here's the thing, right? They have Terra Fairy, which is obviously threatening. I can Draco the Iron Crown. I can just Dragon Energy here. I can Protect and Dragon Energy relatively freely. Like, if they Expanding Force, maybe that's a bit of an issue. If I just, like, Bleak Wind Storm Protect here. Let's Bleak Wind Storm Protect. I want to Scout for Trick Room. Okay, they Protect. That's okay. We miss Bleak Wind Storm, which is fine, I guess. And they go for Trick Room. Alright, cool. That's why we didn't click Tailwind there. So now... do you have Dazzling Gleam? You do. But Draco is strong, right? So I'm going to Bleak Wind Storm and Draco here. Yep. Assumedly they don't click Protect. Oh, they're really slow. Never mind. Okay, they are very slow Iron Crown. Okay, that makes sense. I also think we might lose now on the spot. We might. Let's see. I think we do, though. Depends. If we can live... If Urshifu lives this somehow, which I doubt we can win. But I don't think we live helping out Expanding Force. Yeah, that's way too strong. Okay, so... What did we learn? We learned that they are just going to go within DD Iron Crown here. So what do we do about that? There's a few things we can do. I think we can lead Urshifu as one of them. We also know we are faster, right? Let's go for Expanding Force. I just want to see how much this does. They do 26. We do... How much? We do 16. Okay, so they are... very bulky and slow. Okay, so we'll do it again, just to get some more information, if we can, how much it does to Tornadus 2. Because we'll go before Tornadus. They go Tailwind, which is an interesting play. Okay, so Tornadus lives. And that, oh yeah, so they're just set up now to win. Okay, cool. So, what did we learn here? We learned that they are very slow. They missed, which is funny. We learned they're very slow. So we need to pressure, like, straight offense into this team. I think the way we do that is with, like, Urshifu Ogerpon. Urshifu Crown, maybe? What if I go... In DD... I want to be able to just, like, blow it up turn 1, or at least pressure 2, right? Like, Ogerpon Urshifu seems not a bad lead into this. Just, like, pressure immediate damage. The problem is we can't... I need to KO the Indeedee in one turn, and then have the Iron Crown go down in the other. I'm trying to think if we have a way that let us blow up the Indeedee turn 1. I think it might be something like this. And then Ogerpon Iron Crown. So I can Helping Hand and just Terra Water Surging Strikes and nuke the... it's Rocky Helmet, which isn't great. Okay, let's think about this. So I can just, like, get rid of this guy turn 1. I don't hate that idea. And if they want to follow me, that's fine. But they might just go over Trick Room. Nice. Okay, so we do a lot of damage, like, a lot of damage. Spine Force takes kill, but they set up Trick Room. That's okay, because now my opponent is very, very low on health, notably. So I can just Dazzling Gleam and then Expanding Force here, like, very freely. They can Terra Blast. I'm going to follow me in case they choose to Terra Blast. Because that will do a decent amount to Iron Crown. And I don't want to Terra Iron Crown because I like our typing in this position. So I'm just going to follow me. And then go from there. They're Helping Hand. I follow me. They click Tachyon Cutter. Okay, so they take out Indeedee, which is fine. I Expanding Force. A lot of damage. We now go into Ogerpon. And it is Regidrago. But we should be fine here because we have a lot of offense into this team. So I go with Spiky Shield here. And then just Expanding Force. Let's see how much this does, shall we? Helping Hand, Dragon Energy Resisted does so much damage. And then Expanding Force does a lot too. Okay, so now, assuming there's this Choice Scarf in the back, what we can do is follow me and Expanding Force here. And then this should let us get around Helping Hand Draco. Yep. And we take both kills. And now, if this is Urshifu, we win. It's Tornadus. We might also... I don't know. They go Protect. If they Terrored... They have Terrored, right? It comes down to if we live, basically. Oh, they missed. That's kind of huge. Do we live? We live. Okay, that's a very lucky dodge from our end. But we take it. It's Bleak Wind Storm, right? You're gonna miss eventually. Okay, so going into the last game, so yeah, I think the Helping Hand CC turn 1 was aggressive, but it worked. I like the idea of, I think they're probably just gonna do the same again, to be honest. Like, I really do. And if they do that, then, how do we get around this? Terra Fairy and DD is a problem. Like, we have Ogerpon that can just click the delete button on something if it wants to. Like, Torn, Ogerpon. But the problem is, like, they deal a lot of damage back. If I go... They can also just go Regidrago, right? This is kind of awkward. If I go Indeedee Crown, on their Indeedee Crown, and then see what happens from there, we just kind of trade damage, I think, for a bit. And then I go Ogerpon... Indeedee Crown. Ogerpon's good, and then... Urshifu? Let's try this. Okay, this is kind of what I was expecting. Because now we have the Terra Fairy Trick Room play that they had on us, but this time we are in control. But I don't think I want to go for that. I think I just click Expanding Force. And then Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. I mean, they probably go Iron Crown, right? Yeah, let me just Expanding Force, and then Helping Hand. Okay, they go Terra Steel, which doesn't make full sense to me. Especially because I can just Terra. And wait, why'd they Tailwind? Oh, we got the crit. That's a nasty crit. I don't know why they clicked Tailwind there, though, because I can do the same thing to them that I did to them turn 1. Like, I just expected they wouldn't do that. But, this is... I mean, it's not great, but... How do we get around this, then? They can just KO my Pokemon here, which is a bit sad. Okay, so I think we Protect. And then we click Dazzling Gleam. Oh, they are very slow. Or they're very fast. They have Tailwind. Wait, they are extremely fast Regidrago. That's unfortunate. Wait, does this mean this might mean that Urshifu actually outspeeds the Regidrago because we're Scarf? Maybe. It's a big maybe, but we might. Okay, so I go Expanding Force and then just Terra Water Surging Strikes here. Let's see if we outspeed. Like, oh, they went for Earth Power. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. I think we lose this, because they have Urshifu in the back, right? Oh, it's Indeedee. Yeah, we lose. Okay. I think I should have gone for the Terra Fairy Trick Room turn 1, but I didn't think they'd let me do that, because that's what lost, like, that's what won me the game turn 1. Okay, yeah, like, that's what won them the game turn 1. So I assume they wouldn't go for it, because if I do it, it's the same result, but I end up winning, because, like, this is how the mirror works. But, you know, nevertheless, I think we learned something there. We could have gone for a bit more of an obvious play. But also lost a bunch of elo for that. Also, we're only at, like, 135. I thought we played a few games, but we won, like, all of them. You can only get a little bit of elo at the start. Yeah, so I think this team is good. This team is very strong. I think the mirror is awkward, but you can certainly play around it. So yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon.